Shabbat Shalom. I'm Prince Moshe. Welcome to my channel. Your hostess with the mostest. Like, share, and subscribe. Man, I'm kind of tired. I've been up all night, you know what I'm saying? Kind of working some things out, you know what I'm saying? Working, uh, doing some personal things. So if I look like I'm kind of tired or, look kind of, like I'm not really into the video, it ain't, yeah, I'm just a little sleepy. I'm about to take a nap after I get through doing this. But I'm gonna be back to put another message up. Got a real good message from the Most High. It's time to sweep off your porch. You know what I mean, and get your house in order. But this video is just to take the time out to give the Most High praise, man, and testify to His goodness, man. That that Elohim, that Yahweh is real. A lot of it's a lot of false prophets out here, man. It's a lot of information out here. It's a lot of people that feel like the way they live is or the things that they doing is that's what it is. You know what I mean? And to each his own. But the Most High always leaves a witness in the earth, and I've been thinking about kind of changing up my channel, the name on my channel. I already did it once. I'm probably finna do it again. Cause the Most High gave me revelation, man. Like, I'm Prince Moshe, the witness. You know what I'm saying? The Most High has always had witnesses in the earth. So that when the time comes, when the day of Yahweh comes, which is the day of judgment, you won't be without excuse, man. And that's why I'm adamant about coming on here and testifying and bringing forth the scriptures and stuff. But man, I just want to say this, that the Most High has delivered me, man, from a lot of things, man, all my life. You know what I'm saying? Because growing up in a dysfunctional family, you know what I'm saying? Not saying my parents didn't love me, but they just didn't know, what I'm saying, how to raise me. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even know how to raise, their children, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, they just didn't know how to raise us, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, they did the best that they could, you know what I mean, given the circumstances. But, man, the Most High Yahweh, He took me in, man. He saved me a lot of times, man. I remember when I was out on 61st hustling by myself, you know what I'm saying? And, man, I almost got into a wreck, man. The Most High saved me then, you know what I'm saying? I was, I mean, it's been multiple times, man, that the Most High saved me, man. And, it was through a time when I was, learning, a time because I didn't have anyone to teach me the word, you know what I mean? But the thing about me is, I would teach myself, because see, I'm a self-starter. You don't got to tell me to do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's something that needs to be done, I go do it. And so, I've been that way all my life, like, from a very young age, you know what I'm saying? I was cutting yards, selling papers, selling, lollipops at school. If I seen somebody hustling, I was hustling. You know what I'm saying? Like, learned the lollipop game, you know what I mean? But, I mean, it wasn't until, like, I got into my teens that the Most High really had to, shelter me. because I was making bad decisions. I was hanging out with the wrong crowd and stuff, man. And I thank the Most High that, Yahuwah, that, he kept me, and that, he saved me, man. That, that I came to him when I did, you know what I'm saying? Even though, when I came to him, it was through Christianity, you know what I'm saying? But, that's where he met me at, you know what I'm saying? Because in this land, the, uh, that was the religion that we was taught. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a religion. I have a belief system. An inheritance, a heritage. Um, which was stolen, and now we are coming back to our heritage and claiming our inheritance. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, like, you know, I can truly say that that God is real. That Elohim is real, man. That He saved me multiple times where my life has been in danger. You know what I'm saying? Where you know, I should have been dead and in the grave. Let me say that. I've seen a lot of people that I grew up with in school. And that I went to school with. I've seen a lot of them. Be deceased. I've seen, a lot of my peers that I grew up with locked up, what I mean, and are in the grave, and I've been fortunate because, I made the Most High my refuge, and so I'm testifying and, to you, to give you the, so that you can know that He's real, because the word says that Yahusha is the way, the truth, and the life. You know what I'm saying? There's no other way to come to the Father but except through the Son. And so I was in church, what I'm saying, going through the rituals and stuff like that, what I'm saying, you know, uh, you know, the, the, the dancing and the shouting and jumping and praising and, coming on Wednesday night and coming on Sunday night and, and things like that. But, I discovered that, true praise and worship is devotion, you know. And so, the things that I did outside of the church, like if when I was in church, I was in church. When I was in the streets, I was in the streets. And so, I was, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to think. I wasn't, my house was built on sand. I didn't have a foundation because I didn't know that, we were supposed to be keeping Torah. And it's funny because outside of church, I would be reading my Bible, I'd be reading the New Testament, I'd be praying, I'd be fasting and stuff like that. And then I would ask the Most High, like, where you want me to start at? Where should I start? He would always take me to Exodus 20, because that's where the commandments began. And I knew that God was real from a long time because, when I was young, we got saved by an angel. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, I've been in head-on collisions going 40, 50 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? And and didn't really, and swerved into the lane, into their lane. I mean, I've been in some things, man, to where you know I've been in predicaments, man, where I didn't really, I wasn't, I didn't have the proper guidance. So I've gotten myself into situations where I ended up being on child support. It was a burden to me. What I'm saying? I got released from it, praying about it. So just to give you a testimony, man, that the Most High Yahweh is real, man. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you these things because I want you to understand that Elohim is real, and I want you to know that that we all have the same opportunity, to seek Him while we can, and be saved. You see what I'm saying? And receive salvation. You know, I can't possibly tell you all the things that I've been through, but I will tell you this, that, you know, in 2016, and I've said this before, you know, the Most High, it's crazy because you never know how the Most High gonna take you, where he gonna take you, what happens for him to get you to where he trying to get you. You know, because what the devil means for evil, Yahuwah always turns it around for good. You see what I'm saying? And so I ended up catching a shooting with intent, shooting with intent charge, but it was for me, that was how the Most High was able to get me to where he needed me to be so that I could be a witness. You know, because just like Paul and Silas, you know, they went into the prisons. You know what I'm saying? They was prisoners themselves, so was I. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't never really been no church house. I didn't get saved when I got locked up. I was already saved, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding on why it was so important for me to stay rooted and grounded in the word. You see what I'm saying? But it wasn't until I got into my 40s. Well, it wasn't until I turned 36 that, you know what I'm saying, 36 up into my 40s, that I really understood why it was so important, especially when I got locked up and I was able to sit down and read the Bible all the way through several times to really see why it was so important for me to, you know, be saved and keep the Torah. And like, you know, I mean, when I got out this time, you know, I made up in my mind that I wasn't going back, and I'm not. Um, I'm going on with the Lord, who y'all call the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We call him Adonai in Hebrew, or call him by his name, Yahweh. That's why you'll hear me calling him by his name, because in the Bible they took the name out of the book. You know what I'm saying? But the power is in the name. So, but yeah, man, and all the time while I was in there, the Most High was showing me everything up until this point of now, you know, that I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Because when you choose to serve the Most High, He not gonna leave you in the darkness. Everything that happened to me from the time I went in to the time I came out, the Most High showed me everything. You know what I'm saying? He showed me the blessing blockers. He showed me the trials and tribulations that was gonna come with it. You know, with, you know, the blessing that He had for me because I chose to make Him my Lord and my Savior. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, He'll do the same for you, because, you know, Elohim is not uh 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 what is it, what, I don't want to say he's not a man that he should lie, but he's not a respecter of man. You see what I'm saying? So if He'd do it for me, He'd do it for you, but it's not gonna be easy. You see what I'm saying? You know, because I'm gonna tell you, you know, in this world, you know, it'll look like people are going somewhere and they having all the things, you know what I'm saying, you know, because they getting it fast, you know what I'm saying, you know, and it looked like they winning, but you know what I'm saying, you know, 10, 15 years from now, you know what I'm saying, you'll see those same people, you know what I'm saying, you know, fell off. You know what I mean? I remember back in the day when I was growing up, I used to see cats, man, they was balling. You know what I'm saying? But they fell off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I seen a few, you know what I'm saying, you know, that, you know, had their game tight, you know what I'm saying, and transition from, you know what I'm saying, the game, the legal game to the illegal game to the legal game. But I'm just saying, like, it was the best decision I ever made, man. And I'm telling you that from the bottom of my heart, you know what I mean, to my viewers, you know, like, share, and subscribe, man. I'm telling you that, you know, from the bottom of my heart, I don't got no reason to lie. You know what I mean? Everything I tell you, you know what I'm saying, you can dang near take it to the bank, or, you know, sometimes, I might misquote some things, you know what I'm saying? But we human, we make mistakes. But uh, the Most High showed me in a dream. I remember I had came into church and I had on these boots. And, they was like work boots and they was real muddy, you know what I'm saying? And when I came into the church, this was in a night vision. And, you know what I'm saying? When I came into church and I sat in the pew, somebody came, like an attendant came and took the boots off of my feet. You know what I'm saying? But I had on clean white socks. The socks was white. And at the time I didn't understand then, but then, the Ruach HaKodesh, or who we call the Holy Spirit, gave me the revelation, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, I'm going to take that life of toil away from you, because I've been toiling all my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, because generational curses and, of poverty, generational curses of perversion, you know what I'm saying? That I had to be delivered from, generational curses of abandonment and, and rejection, you know what I'm saying? Because, my daddy's father was never around, you know what I'm saying? So he abandoned, you know what I'm saying, my daddy. And so my daddy not having a father, he didn't know how to, you know what I'm saying, be there for his children, you know what I'm saying, like he should have, you know what I'm saying, and I have to learn to start forgiving for that, man, because growing up I didn't understand that, you know what I'm saying, but now that I'm older and I understand why those things occurred, you know what I'm saying, I'm able to forgive him for, and forgive others for they know not what they do. You see what I'm saying? Because um a lot of things have happened in our past to where we haven't been able to become the fitting fathers that we want to, and that's why, you know, uh, I'm breaking those generational curses. You know what I'm saying? It might look like I'm down, but I'm not down because the Most High don't fail. The Most High can't fail. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love when people count me out. You know what I'm saying? People been counting me out all my life. You know what I'm saying? And I've proved them wrong every single time. You know what I'm saying? If I love it when people, you know what I'm saying, count me out. I love it. Because I get the chance to prove them wrong. You see what I'm saying? And I've been doing it all my life. They said I wouldn't make it to be 21. They said I would be a failure. You know what I'm saying? That I would never be anything. You know what I'm saying? But while I was incarcerated, I ended up, getting my welding certificate. You know what I'm saying? I went back and got a trade. You know what I mean? Like, I constantly been improving my life. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know what I mean, I started out with a disadvantage. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you where my advantage came from. My advantage came from God. My advantage came from Elohim. My advantage came from Yahuwah. And you about to see that. You about to see my life change. You know what I'm saying? If you've been keeping up with me, watching me from the outside, you're gonna see my life change instantly. You know what I'm saying? And I'm bragging on them. You know what I'm saying? And I already told you, it's like a prostitute that campaigned for a pimp. You know what I'm saying? I was a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? I prostituted myself to this world. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm campaigning for the Lord. It's something like that. I don't want to say it's like that, but it's like that. You know what I'm saying? He been good to me when my mother and my father walked out of my life, he walked in. You know what I'm saying? When I didn't have anybody to defend me and to protect me, he did. You know what I'm saying? So those are the benefits. Those are just some of the benefits that come, with serving him, man. And it was the best choice I ever made. Sometimes do I be wanting to turn back and go, but I can't now. I can't. I can't go back. You know what I'm saying? I come too far. The Red Sea is closed on me, so I can't go back. If I go back, I won't live. You know what I'm saying? I'll be taken off this earth because, you know what I'm saying, I know too much. You know what I'm saying? I've seen too much. You know what I'm saying? I've done too much. So the only way with me is forward. You see what I'm saying? Whereas somebody who don't know, that's why a lot of people like to stay ignorant, because they think by staying ignorant, you know what I'm saying, they don't have to pay the penalties. But it comes a time in your life when the Most High gonna call you higher. And so I just want to share my testimony with you, kind of share my testimony with you, man, that Yah is real, man. And the only reason that I'm being blessed is because, I decided to give him my full devotion. And despite what people might think, man, people don't know what I do, man. I puts in the work. You know what I'm saying? I pray, I fast. You know what I'm saying? I read my word. Do I have challenges that try to knock me off? Yeah, all the time. All the time. The distractions come all the time. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about me, you know what I'm saying? I'm devoted. You know what I mean? I'm tenacious. You know what I mean? And that's what it takes to serve Yahuwah. You know what I'm saying? Because once you turn your life over to him, man, the enemy is going to come attacking you. He going to bring up your past. He going to put little distractions in your face. I mean, he going to try to hit you with everything, even including the kitchen sink. So, man, with that being said, man, peace and blessings. Shalom. Shabbat shalom. Have a good Sabbath.